Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will provide passing package on operating system. So firstly I go with first module. In that first question is define operating system. Explain dual mode of operating system with a neat diagram. Second question is distinguish between the following terms. Under that multiprogramming and multitasking, multiprocessor and clustered system. Third question is explain with a neat diagram VMware architecture. Fourth question is list and explain the services provided by OS for the user and efficient operation of the system. Fifth question is explain the different computing environments. Sixth question is what are system calls. List and explain the different types of system calls. Seventh question is explain the goals of operating system with a neat diagram. Explain how the OS can be viewed from two viewpoints. Eighth question is explain process management, storage management, and memory management. Last question is explain OS structure. Explain the kernel with a neat diagram for each. Then next I go with second module. In that first question is what is a process. Explain the process state diagram and process control block PCB with a neat diagram. Second question is what is IPC. Explain direct and indirect communication with respect to the message passing system. Third question is list and explain the different types of multithreading models. Fourth question is problem on FCFS, SJF, RR, SRTF. Preemptive priority scheduling, SJF non-preemptive refer PYQS and MQPS. Fifth question is what is thread? How it is different from process. Discuss the benefits of multi-threaded programming. Explain the threading issues in detail. Sixth question is explain context switching. Explain multi-level feedback queue scheduling. Seventh question is differentiate between, under that different types of multi-threading models, shared memory and message passing methods for inter-process communication. Then next I go with third module. In that first question is what is critical section. Give the Peterson solution to two-process critical section problem. Second question is explain readers and writers problem in detail. Third question is what is semaphore. Discuss the solution to the classical dining philosophers problem. Fourth question is what is deadlock. What are the necessary conditions for the deadlock to occur? Fifth question is Banker's algorithm problem, refer MQPs and PYQs. Sixth question is explain the classical bounded buffer problem of synchronization. Give the solution. Seventh question is how mutual exclusion can be implemented using semaphore. Explain the implementation of semaphore in detail. Next I go with fourth module. In that first question is what is paging. Explain with a neat diagram paging hardware with TLB. Second question is explain the different strategies used to select a free hole from available holes. Third question is what is fragmentation. List and explain its types. Fourth question is what is segmentation. Explain the basic method of segmentation with an example. Fifth question is what is page fault. With a neat diagram explain steps in handling page fault. Sixth question is problem on page replacement algorithms such as FIFO, optimal and LRU. Which page replacement algorithm is more efficient? Refer PYQs and MQPs. Seventh question is with the help of neat diagram explain the various steps of address binding. Eighth question is discuss the structure of page table with a diagram. Ninth question is what is demand paging. Illustrate how demand paging affects system performance. What is thrashing, how it can be controlled. Next I go with last module. In that first question is what is file. What are its attributes? Explain file operations. Second question is explain access matrix. Explain method of system protection with. Domain is object and its implementation. Third question is explain different file allocation methods. Discuss about file mounting. Fourth question is problems on FCFS, SSTF, scan, look and see look algorithm, refer MQPs and PYQs. Fifth question is with a neat diagram, explain different levels of directory structure. Sixth question is explain contiguous and linked disk space allocation methods. Seventh question is difference between sequential access and direct access, acyclic graph and tree structured directories. Lastly, all the best and don't forget to subscribe.